Hey fellow blacksmiths, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story Frostlands, episode 26, Storm Forging. It's a good amount of iron that we're queued to process. Okay, that's lit. Given that we have a storm coming, I wouldn't mind having some surplus of food on hand so I don't get hungry. Alright, that's done. I am... got a somewhat damaged fox. I mean, I do have the spear. The bow is not... the bow staff is not fully dried. Not all that close either. So there's no chance of that. So I'm updating the priority here. Wait out the storm. And then continue building the smithy. Because I'm definitely not in a position to fight storm monsters. They would trash me. Yeah, I don't see any of these counting down below 7, so... oh no, there's one at 6, but yeah, I don't think we're gonna have harvest here. Condition of my clothing is still pretty good. Well, not my pants and shirt, that doesn't matter. That's gonna be done in a while. Is there any other base maintenance things to do before this storm hits? I mean, I could work a bloom, but I don't think I'm going to. Storm's coming. Refresh torches? Yeah, it's not a bad idea. It's been a minute since I did that. Once I have a health hammer, we'll like just have lanterns. Can't wait. I don't think I have a torch in here because I have oil lamps. Okay. Tools are good. If anything, like, another copper fox might be a good idea. One of the reasons why I didn't make an iron one, I guess we do have... do I even have iron ingots? I don't think I do. Well, one of the reasons why I didn't make an iron one is I was thinking that I would make an iron anvil, and then... one of the other advantages of making an iron anvil is with an iron anvil I can reclaim all the tin bronze that is in this anvil, and then have a bunch of tin bronze for, like, spears. Because spears, if you're wondering, doesn't go higher level than tin bronze, or bronze. There is no, like, iron or steel spears at that point. They don't scale up. Which is unfortunate, because I really like the combat mechanics of spears. They just don't work like that. Equip a panic room with a furnace and anvil to spend the storm. You know, I could do that. I could try to stormproof this room here so that I could storm safely. I'm trying to think of what it would need. Would putting like a peat block everywhere like this work? Do you guys know off the top of your head? Because it's no longer... or slabs. Slabs would work. Maybe I'll just slab it. Peat blocks would work. Used to do it? Well, used to do it is not that's not a giant endorsement for that being functional. So slab. No, that's not what I wanted. Here, pause. Chisel blocks used to work. Yeah, I mean, that's sand in there. So chisel blocks, I'm not going to do it that way. What do I want? Cobblestone slabs are clay and 3. Because I like the idea of waiting it out productively. And if I am not mistaken, if I slab like, oops, if I slab like this, the rules about spawning are there needs to be a whole block space for them to spawn in. So if I fill it up like this, I don't think they'll be able to mess with me. I don't feel great about staking my life on that claim, but I suppose I will. Well, getting back in is right pain. I guess I could chisel it. Maybe I'll chisel that one. Alright, so I'm going to put the iron blooms in here with... In order to work it, I will need lignite, or any sort of coal. Slabs no longer work as pure collision. Well, there should be a collision issue now in this section. Here's... I'm always a little fuzzy about the rules for spawning. So we've got my lignite and my blooms. I got a hammer. I don't know if this is valid or not. Spaces along the walls could be protected with racks. I actually don't think... Like, the other thing I could do is... Just because I'm in a pinch, there's not a lot of time, is just do this. Right? Because then it's no longer valid. So yeah, let's see if this theory works. If this is a spawn-proofed room. The base will be full of drifters. That's true. That's the one caveat. You know what? You're not wrong about that. That's a fair point. Let's move, rather than fill the base full of potentially nightmares, I'll use the time I have to move over to the panic room with my anvil and my forge and the materials. Alright, panic is to the east. Oh, yeah, I'll need a hammer. Good call. I'll take 2. And tongs? Ah, yeah. Technically, I'll need those 2. I think... Oops. Now that they cost twine, it'd be really annoying not to have those. Okay. No! I wanted to close the door. Not stick my lantern there. And take my glacier ice? I can make do with whatever layout this is over here. Should be fine. Hello, panic room. In fact, it's perfectly suited. There. I don't need to worry about anything else. We're working the iron now. I got my coal. I got a bunch of brown coal. All right, let's do it. Updating the priority. Work the blooms. A hilarious setup? Yep, it's pretty silly. That I will not lie. Storm? What storm? I won't even notice. What's above me? Slab? I stuck a slab there? I guess. That was it was an ingenious idea to just do metalwork during the storm. It channels a lot of this is fine energy. Yeah, I did lose a block of ice and I replaced it with a slab. I remember that now. So I actually have enough, technically speaking, to make an anvil. I don't know how long this is going to be, but I think that's what I'm going to be working towards. It depends on how long the storm is. So an anvil, if you're careful, costs 10 ingots. If you're not careful, maybe more like 11. And I'll explain that once I'm forging the anvil, but for now, that's not what this is about. And an iron anvil is the last anvil I'll need. You don't go above iron. Iron is the final tier for now. Because the way anvils work is on an anvil, you can create things one tier higher. So like a copper anvil can work bronze, a bronze anvil can work iron, an iron anvil can work steel. But there's no need, like there's nothing above steel, so there's no steel anvils. I don't know if there's such a thing as a meteoric. Oh, I should have been heating up the next bloom. I'll get good at this, probably. Probably not, actually. Well, while that's heating up, let me look it up, if there is even... Yeah, there is a meteoric iron anvil and a steel anvil, like, technically, but there's no point making them, other than, like, a luxury flex project of, like, oh, look what I have. And the way these work, in order to make an iron anvil, is you have to make the top and bottom, and then merge them together with borax. So I didn't bring borax with me, but like that's such a small part of the project that can be done at the end. I'm like so stuck. I can't move at all. And an iron anvil will allow me to work meteoric iron, which is better than iron, and would be really good for weapons. And then it would also allow me to work steel. So, it is a good project to do. A chromium anvil. That'd be weird. No, don't hit it with the tongs. You're silly. Nothing like a wooden tongs to withstand a 900 Celsius bloom, right? Don't think too hard about that. It's just fireproof wood. Yes, that's totally what it is. There's a lot of extra material on this ingot. I think. I need that gold anvil. Yo, Storm, when you coming? You threatened me with, like, small energy. Oh, here it is. I just had to call it out. The rust gods were like, hey, you, little angel who thinks you're strong. Guess what? Storm time for you. Hi, bud. I'm not taking custom orders. We're closed. Just leave me your business card. Come back later. I like the timing of this. The lignite... Oh, here we go. The lignite lasts about as long as it takes me to do one bloom. Hallucinating metallurgy. The audio changes are a bit much to get used to. They're coming to ask me about my extended warranty on my elk. Don't worry, I have the lifetime warranty on the elk. Meaning, you know, when it dies, I replace it. Oh my god. The storm effects are making me miss. This is, metalworking extra hard. Challenge accepted. Oh, you want me to pet the dogs in the middle of this? For real? Alright. I can smith one-handed because I'm a diggy dwarf. Speaking of which, tomorrow I'm playing Lord of the Rings Return to Moria, and I will be a diggy dwarf. So if you want to see me dig like a dwarf, tune in tomorrow. Without any context, what's going on right now would be super confusing. You were right. Like, drunk, angry idiots raging to my left as I'm just ignoring them. Didn't I turn off the storm effects? Yes, this is it turned off. If you want me to turn them on, there. For those that do not want me to turn them on, I'm not going to leave them on. But here we go. Now they're on. Oh god, I can't do this. We're in bat. Okay, yeah, forget that. I'm not gonna be in bat country for this. Make way too many mistakes. Yeah, so the weird graphic glitching is like part of the storm, but the other part is the like drunkenness waving thing, which I have turned off. Because, dear Lord, this is bad enough. Yeah, I'll just drink some aquavitae during the storm. And oh boy. All right. I did cut some pieces off of this nugget when I was in super drunk mode, so there's no room for error now. There's no spare voxels to correct mistakes. But ta-da! It's done. We're up to 6. Man, I must have cut a lot of voxels of that iron bloom to be down to 0. Yeah, I was lucky that there was enough left, because otherwise it wouldn't have failed bloom. That was close. I mean, it's one. It would be annoying, but like, not devastating, because it's like, it's just one bar of many. But you're not wrong. So I showed you what it would be like to be totally high on rust vapor fumes, and it's a lot harder to smith that way. Too hard for me. I need it easy. I am not a forge master. It does look like this medium storm mostly spawns surface drifters, or at least that's what it is at my door, which is surprising. I thought it would be more tier 2, tier 3. But I was wrong. Some blooms, yeah, you're right. Some blooms have very little to spare, only like 1 or 2, and I must have cut 1 or 2 off. It's hard to tell. I couldn't see what the hell I was doing. There's never a bloom that can't be forged unless a player makes mistakes. But it's also one of the reasons why I love Hellhammers, because Hellhammers will knock the slag off of a bloom automatically and never with errors. And honestly, faster than the player could do it, depending on wind speed. So, Hellhammers for the win. What a lovely use of storm. Every storm, I gotta do my metalworking. God, some of these are really slaggy. There's just a lot of slag on this one. Joe, chill out there. I'm not letting you in. You can huff and puff all you want. Whoops. That was a missed voxel. Yep, oh, another one. He is going crazy behind me, as I'm sure you've seen. I'm trying to have him chill. Yoda, you're making me make mistakes. Can you chill? Stop digging at your bed like it's your day at the beach. I might need to, like, cocoon him. Which is a term I use when I cover him in a blanket and prevent him from moving. And trust me, it's for his own good. He's got a whole host of mental issues. Yeah, Yoda-rito. Exactly. A little burrito of Yoda. Do I have enough voxels for this? Yes, just barely. Thanks, Yoda. Wish you didn't make me fail. Alright. Storm's going away. I think I'm going to work all the blooms. And then pack it up. Might as well do them all, right? Also, it seems like my nutrition froze. That's a bug that I've noticed. When you eat a meal, it's supposed to freeze your hunger meter for a bit, but not as long as it's been frozen for. Because I haven't eaten during this process, and, like, there's no way that I wouldn't be hungry. Wow. This bloom has so much extra material. Oh! Back to normal. Good, because, you know, my throbbing headache could have used a break. My sanity is whipping to the right. Nice. And now I just have 2 left. I do, however, have enough ingots to make an anvil. Quick question. Should I make an iron anvil now? One of the advantages of making an iron anvil now is the ingots that I have are kind of hot, so I wouldn't have to reheat them too much. It's up to you. If you want me to put a pause on the build the smithy to make it. I mean, technically the anvil's part of the smithy. Technically. But you guys decide if you want the actual structure or you want me to make an anvil. Cheers, by the way. You know, it'd be a fun mechanic is if in doing this you got like nuggets of slag that you could use a slingshot for, or a sling to sling them at enemies. Even if it didn't do a lot of damage, just like slightly more damage than like hucking pebbles. That would be fun. It must be nighttime. Yeah, it's 5 in the morning. Well, that's one of the reasons why I've continued to smith. Because it ain't like I'm leaving right now. They say, nope. You guys are like as rough as like Japanese executive bosses. Chaining me to the desk and yelling at me to work and refusing my offer of resignation. Okay. These need to be heated up a little bit, but it looks like we are anviling. So let's do that. Sanity is back to normal. So the way this works is you have to make the base and the top. So I'm going to make the base first. And the biggest, most important thing is when you add new ingots to it, there is a height limit for new ingots. So don't add, each one takes 5 ingots, but don't add 5 ingots at once without flattening it out, because you will lose voxels doing that. So take your time flattening out your project space so that the new ingots don't get deleted, or the new voxels for the ingots don't get deleted, because otherwise you'll lose material and it will require like 12 ingots of iron rather than 10. So it's an avoidable mistake. So I'm mixing heavy hits with just flattening it out. Flat enough? Nope. I say it is not flat enough. So creating like a void in the middle where the ingots get added is useful. Even if you're just crudely knocking material out of the way. It will require more hammer strikes, but it will stop you from wasting material. I'm going to work on the base first. So I need a 5th ingot, because the forge can only heat up 4 at once. And then the way I like to do it is to form the lower levels first, and then work my way up. And then I'm also definitely going to have to reheat the project on the forge as well, which is normal. So the lowest level is done. Let's do some heavy strikes to make room for more material. And add the last ingot. Then, I'm going to heat this up now, because it's... Once it drops to like 815 or something, I forget exactly what the temperature is, it becomes unworkable. So I'm just going to heat up now. Lignite goes to what, 1100? There we go. That's as hot as it can get with the lignite. And I'm just working from the lowest levels first. But we're almost done with the bottom. Not bad. Thank you, Storm, for, you know, forcing me. Also, very weird that I'm still not hungry, but given that it's hard to come by food in this run, I don't care. It's not like I intentionally trigger the bug or whatever it is. So 5 voxels left. There we go. Now just trimming, and it's done. Anvil base, made of iron, finished. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story Frostlands, which originally streamed live on Twitch December 5th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel, made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Seraphs.